Hi, I'm Dan Rutley from Metropolis Studios in London. You're watching iRussia TV, and you can catch a load of great artists, DJs, and other celebrities on this channel.
I'm from Russia, and all the girls love me. Add me on my Facebook, kiss, hug me.
Hi Dan, how are you doing?
Very well, thanks. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I heard you've been working with the Russian rapper Jam from Moscow, and you've been shooting your new video, I'm from Russia. Can you please just give me some comments about the video? What was your experience in Russia? How did you like working with the artist?
Yeah, I had a great time working with Jam. It's the third video we've shot together, and every time it just gets better and better. He's a fantastic guy. He's really committed to his cause. He's a true artist. He's really hardworking. If Jam's anything to go by from Russian people, then actually I really enjoy working with Russian people. It's good to generalize there. Everything that we did on the project, Jam is involved from the start all the way to the completion. At every stage, I like to collaborate when we make music videos, and Jam is perfect for that. He gives me a lot of creative freedom to go away and come up with the idea, and once the idea is there, we talk about it, we get it into the right shape, and we finalize exactly what we're going to make. And from there, he helps me put everything into place. You know, he likes to be hands-on all the way through the videos. So yeah, we had a great experience. We shot it at a really exclusive hotel here in London called the Gore in Kensington, a very British place. It's from a different time, a different place, the kind of very British that you have in mind when you think of Georgian times or something like this, you know, really beautiful. And yeah, we got to make a really fun video in there. It's quite cheeky, it's quite naughty.
I was just about to ask you what the contest of video is and like what it's all about.
Well, it's, you know, I think it's just a really cool, fun dance video. The song itself is about taking the stereotypes of what Westerners or, you know, Western Europeans might think of Russians. You know, it was written by a really hot street trio from London, Marvel, who wrote the lyrics for it. So they're really helping to, you know, get a really great picture of you know, something that Jam.
As far as you know, you were nominated for the Innovation Award. Can you tell me more about the award you get, and how was your experience about that?
Yeah, so it's we made a really cool video for Pendulum, the big Australian drum and bass act, and it was for the award was the Innovation Award at the UK Music Video Awards. The video was really cool. I got asked by the record label if I could blow up a building. And I couldn't. I didn't know how to, but I thought I know Jam in Russia, and I thought, you know, can you blow up a building, mate? And he said, no. Can you get any guns? Can you get something like that? Yeah, no, of course.
Also, I know that the video was shot actually in Russia. Can you tell me about your experience in Russia? How did you find Russia? What was interesting about it?
Russia was one of these great experiences that I had. We flew into Moscow. We were looked after the whole time we were there. It's for me going over there, it's actually quite difficult because I don't speak the language, and it's obviously, you know, the written language is different as well. So it was a real eye-opening experience. But we had the best time. We stayed both in Moscow center and in the outskirts as well. Shooting the video was incredible. The locations that we had, you can't dream of how good they looked, and you know, the guys who were involved in the production side of things made sure that everything was completely seamless, and that the whole time we were there, it was really easy to get done what we needed artistically, creatively, and in a production sense as well. Outside of that, you know, we made sure we saw a bit of the city. It was my first time over there, so we went out in the center of Moscow. We tried loads of different foods.
So you had lots of fun in Moscow besides working on the video.
Of course, yeah. And, you know, did anybody say vodka? So we tried lots of different kinds of vodka. We tried lots of different places. So we tried really kind of standard working class places. We also went to some really exclusive places as well. And it was a really great fun time. I highly recommend it to anyone.
Perfect. Do you have some perspective for future? Do you looking forward to work with any other Russian artists or with the Jam itself? Do you have any plans?
Yeah, I mean, I'd certainly like to work with more Russian artists because, if anyone's as dedicated as Jam, then, if they're all as dedicated as Jam, then fantastic. For me, that makes my life really easy because he's so involved and we collaborate so strongly. So it becomes a really amazing experience every time, and everyone comes at the end of it with a big smile on their face that we've got a great result. Working with Jam in the future, I know that we're going to. We've worked together, 3-4 times now. So, 3 of his own videos, one on the Pendulum video, where he set up the entire production for it.
Are you going to reveal the secret of what's going to be the videos, when we're going to see them?
Actually, I'm going to leave that to Jam. He's working on a few new tunes at the moment, and he's got a lot of activity happening all around the world. So every time that every time that I speak to him, every time I see him, he's always got 10 new projects on the go. So it just means that anything could happen. So I can't wait for the next video to drop.
Do you like working more with the Russian artists so far, or with the English ones?
Well,
What is the difference, if it is?
Yeah, okay. I have to say that I enjoy working with both. And what's the difference? Well, I've just worked with Jam before, and in terms of the Russian, and I really like it working with him because he's just so hands-on in every regard, and it means we have a true collaboration. So the guy who's writing the lyrics, who's writing, is involved in creating all of the songs himself, is the guy who's involved in every step of the process for his own videos as well. That's cool, that's cool. You're not just working with the record label, video commissioner, or you're not just working with their management, or you never speak to the person or whatever, or the artist. So, in that regard, and not all UK videos happen like that, but in that regard, amazing experience working with Jam.
I'm from Russia, and all the girls love me. Add me on my Facebook, kiss, hug me.